Well, hello everybody. Welcome to week 2 here in Crime in America. This is your weekly update for week 2. Probably be a little bit longer than the normal ones. I said last time we kind of try to keep them under 5 minutes or around 5 minutes. This one will probably be a little bit longer than that since it is the second one. Thing in the 5-week course is, by the time I get back to the normal weekly update length, the semester's over, but we will get there. So let me get out of the way and we'll talk about what we've got going on this week. We are in week 2 now. Let's first talk about the introductions that we had. I was kind of go over the students that we've got. We've got 2 current and 1 former Alvin Community College police officer in this class. Got a student who wishes to go to the police academy. 1 student who wants to be an FBI profiler. 1 student wants to become a homicide detective. 1 that wants to become a lawyer. We've got a student who's currently a paramedic. And then we've got some students who plan to continue their education at other schools. Got 1 student who's in the dual credit program, so they're still in high school. So I guess their goals are to finish high school and college. We've got 1 that is in their last semester, last course. Congratulations. And we'll be moving on to some 4-year school after that. Got 2 that plan on going to Sam Houston State, go Bearcats. And then 1 student who wants to go on and get their bachelor's in emergency management. So small class, but that kind of covers who we've got in the course. So let's go ahead and talk about what we've got going on this week. The first thing up for you is the first exam. Now, the exam will not be visible to you until you have completed all the material for the first 3 chapters. So if it's not there, go back and make sure you've made at least a 70 on each quiz and that you participated in the discussions. All but 1 student have done that so far, so that's not an issue in this class. Well, except to the 1 student. In fact, I've had 3 of the students already take the exam. 1 point is the exam's set up so that it allows you to take it again if you've got technical difficulties. I had a student who took the exam twice. Apparently they didn't have technical difficulties because they made a 95 the first time and they retook it and made 105. Well, your score is 95. You can't get, that's a great score, by the way. You can't get better than that. And of course, they kind of picked up the questions they missed the first time, and 105 is the highest you can get. Obviously, they got the bonus question. So make sure you watch the videos because the bonus question's out there somewhere. But just take the exam a second time if you've got technical difficulties. I did have 1 of the students who did. He got booted out twice. I had to delete the exams out so he could again take it, and he did complete it the 3rd try, so that's good. So if you try to take it and it crashes, go ahead and retake it, get it over with, and then send me an email telling me that it crashed, so I'll give you credit for the 2nd score. If it crashes a 2nd time, email me. I'll delete them out. You might think about moving to a different location. Normally when we have people keep crashing, it's an internet issue. So just kind of keep that in mind. Then we've got due this week, you've got chapters 4, 5, and 6. So be sure to watch the videos on those chapters. And again, you've got to do them in order. And then do take the quiz, make at least a 70. Retake it till you make 100 if you wish, which is a good idea. And then finally, you'll have the discussion for that chapter to complete, the original post on your discussion. 1 thing that several students did is they posted their discussion as an attachment instead of cut and pasting into it. So let me just kind of show you what we would prefer you do. It makes it easier for everybody. You go ahead to the discussion board, and then you would just hit create thread. And I'm just going to type test in here. And you're going to then go to your discussion that you've completed, and let me kind of pull it up, and then you'll just select everything in a Word document using the Microsoft material, you hit Control A. I'm not sure on the Apple computers what you use to select everything, but that selects everything. Then you hit Control C to put it in the buffer, and then you would come back over here to your discussion, and you're going to click on the body of the text. You would hit Control V, and then it's going to ask you whether to remove the format or keep formatting. Go ahead and keep formatting, and it should put it into a format that makes it easy for everybody to read. Now, I did have one student, for some reason, when it pasted it, it made it each column just one character wide. So I went ahead and copied it and pasted it back in so you can read it as a follow-up to their discussion. It may not show up on everybody's screen that way, but it sure showed up on mine. So that is the preferred method. That way people don't have to actually open up another document to work with it. And let me go ahead and cancel that. You don't need a blank document there. And so that is the original post, how you want to put them in here. Oh, let me get back to the weekly discussion. Hang on. There we go. The other thing you'll need to do this week is the follow-up post. When doing the follow-up post, first thing you just need to find 3 answers that are different than yours. Doesn't matter whose they are. They can be 3 from one student. They can be from 2 from one student, 1 from another. Or they can be from 3 different students. Doesn't matter. Just we're going by the term. You will do a follow-up post for each term. So if you got 3 from the same student, don't put them all in one document. When I'm going to grade it, it's easier if they're separate documents. It kind of shows up a lot better. And then you will post those. You will need to give me the term number for the item that you're discussing. You will need to give me the other poster's answer. Then you will need to give me your answer. So tell me which term is, what their answer is, what your answer is, and then the big thing is your discussion. There's really 3 different things that you can say about it. You can say that their answer is correct and yours is wrong. Your answer is correct and theirs is wrong. Or that both answers are correct. And with that, tell us why. Back it up. Say, page 15 of the book says this. That's why I think mine's right and yours is wrong. At the 2-minute point in the video presentation, it said this. That's your backup. So be sure to do that. That will get you 100%. Other posts will not count. You can, again, I've had several people post that someone posted the wrong chapter material. That's great. Please post that. That just doesn't count as your follow-up post because obviously you can't compare it. Now, also keep in mind, you can't compare a blank answer to another answer. So you can't select terms that someone leaves blank or that you left blank. We're going to compare different answers, looking for contrast. When I went to this style discussion board, we had about a 3 or 4 point increase in the class average on grade. So that's the reason for this. This is trying to get you to kind of learn the material better. So, I know it's a little more boring than the other discussions that I used to do, but it's more productive, and that's kind of the goal of it. It's replacing that in-class discussion. Well, that's all I have for you this week. Oh, do have one more thing. I'm sorry. Your research papers. Let me get out of the way and go over to there. Make sure everybody is signed up for them. Let's see, right here. You should have at this point probably completed your interview, at least been working on it. Let's see if everybody selected a topic. We've got, looks like, without counting the number of students, it looks like the class has all selected their topic. That is great. I would like you to send me an email telling me who you are interviewed or who you have already interviewed or who you're planning on interviewing to let me know where you're standing. The research paper is going to be due. Let me scroll down and try to find exactly when it's due. It is due on August 2nd, so that's in week 4. So you really need to be working on it. The interview part is the thing that catches people because people put it off, and then the person they're going to interview falls through. So you got to have a backup plan for that. Please let me know who you're going to interview, and I'll talk to y'all later.